Good evening, everybody. My name is Cindy, and I welcome you all to Voices and Vibes podcast show. And we have here with us tonight, Mr.
Just call me Ike, bra.
Okay, we have with us here Mr. Ike.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what brings you to our podcast this evening?
Well, thank you so much, and then thank you for having me.
Okay.
Yes, like I said, I'm Isaac, and you can call me Ike. I think there are names that are popular, and there are names that are actually official. So for here, I would prefer to be called Ike or Bra Ike. Thank you for the question, and thank you for the opportunity. I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to your technical men for always standing behind to do the right thing. Advocacy or media is large as to who is listening or who wants to listen. I think my mission here is very, very short. There's an issue circulating about student data SIM, and the data SIM issue has, escalated to a point that we just need to make clarifications and also make sure. You see, my mission here is short. I am a student activist and also a media person, also a journalist professionally. I think I've practiced journalism over, I think it's over 15 years, or sorry, 10 years, because from 2015 to now, I think it's barely 10 years or 15 years. Yeah, you can get that. And I am a student activist, which means I toe a lane that nobody likes, because when you are living in the world and you are truthful, you are factual about yourself, you are factual about life, you want the right thing to be done, you have a lot of people not wanting to toe that lane. There's an issue ongoing about student data SIM, of which the SRC President, the current one, of SD Dombo University of Business Integrated Development Studies, promised the student that at the end of November, the data SIM cards will be ready, or the world will see them.
By the end of last month.
Last month, yes. Okay. There are videos of what he said, yes. Okay. And one thing is that he has incited his media to use. Some of them are using fake accounts to make videos. Others are using other accounts to make videos to buttress the point that he has failed.
And you actually have proof for what you are saying?
Yes, exactly. I have proof of what I'm saying. Okay. Yes, and their page for the school SRC media, which they are using to maybe make attacks on me personally, other creating lies on the fact of my academic life, and that is not what I'm here to say. But what I'm just here to clarify is that the SRC President has failed the student for making the promise that at the end of November, the data SIM cards will be out for use and available for use. But as we speak now, they are not yet out. And we had interaction with some of the students, of which we will be laying some of the interviews down. So, talk to us. Have you heard anything about the data SIM?
No, not actually, because like I knew they used to give out data SIMs, but currently I've not heard anything about data SIMs. The only time I heard about it was on TikTok. Okay. When they were discussing, someone came out to say that they've already abolished that issue, like about regarding the SIM cards.
Okay. It was as a message that they will get one, or they are still working on it, something like that. But we don't know when we'll be getting it or whether they will give us one. We can't tell from that.
Okay, I heard it on social media, TikTok to be precise, where I learned our current SRC President wanted to give out data SIMs before the end of November. Okay. But then after November, I haven't gotten one, and I haven't heard them giving somebody.
Some of the students, some have not even heard about data SIM.
Okay.
And one, the SRC President or the SRC leadership, they are poor in communications because they don't get the communication reach the students.
Let me stop you from there. You said they are poor in communication.
Yes.
But there is a page for UBIDS students.
Okay.
I see them put in information there concerning whatever the SRC is doing.
How many students are on that page?
Okay, I don't actually know.
So what was their method of involving students in that page?
Oh, okay.
Did you see the SRC President going from class to class saying that class will do this and this, add this particular person to the page?
I thought perhaps because there's a page, they have a way they get people to that page.
How did they get the people to the page? Zero. They didn't put any effort. They didn't get. You see, there's one interview by another guy. The name is Rasmus. He said something that when they started at level 100, the SRC President, I didn't know the person was the SRC President, that the person will come pass information through course reps. Because the vital information will always come from a course rep because of the class schedules and other things. Classes are cancelled. We are meeting this, we are writing this. So They said the SRC were involving the course rep of any information that will come. So when the information comes, the course rep will now put it to the group. But this
That way
one,
it will
we are
get
not
to
having
the
it like that.
students.
Yes. So as we speak now, when you listen to some of the interviews, people are of the view that they've not even heard about the data SIM. Nothing has been said about the data SIM. But the SRC said that they have issued a communique that shows that they've met this particular, and anytime you want to talk about this SRC thing, what they do is that, oh, we've met this particular people. Even about the street light. When they said they brought the street light, they were the people responsible for the resurrection of the street light. We asked them, they said they met the regional minister. So meeting, when you want to ask them what they did or effort they put in place, they'll be like, we met this particular person. We met this particular person. So when you remove the myths from the SRC,
they don't actually come out with what they discussed with the person when they met.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So this issue, my issue here is that I am a student activist. Okay. I want the right thing to be done. Okay. I am not a rebel. I am not like a violent person to be fighting leadership for blah blah blah. But whatsoever they want to take it or take me for, because I've seen them use a lot of accounts, others are coming from. But I know when Manasseh won the president.
Please, how sure are you those accounts they've created are fake? They are fake
because when you go there, they either make it private or you will not see them post anything. They just use it to attack. I am somebody. I have a little bit of. I am somebody that knows something about those kind of things. So I know definitely that one is going to happen. And their issue is that when Manasseh won the SRC president, the first thing Manasseh did was to go and create or make sure that there is SRC media that will defend his ills. His ills in the sense that when he's taking some toes or when he's towing a lane, nobody can come to him. When you are coming to him, the media is there to defend him. So this data SIM issue, we wouldn't have had an issue with Manasseh if I said, oh, we are working on data SIM issue. But Manasseh came boldly and was knocking the chest, issuing date, this particular date. If it doesn't come, I will do this, I will do that. Even had a problem with Busa president, the then Busa president Halim. When Halim wanted to intervene, that when you are a leader, you take time with your date and other things as well. But this Manasseh guy didn't really check that. So I am personally here to lay it on the fact that nobody can fight me if I want the right thing to be done. Nobody can stop me if I want the right thing to be done. And the right thing to be done is that they should make sure that they provide the student with the data SIM card that they promised. That is all we are seeking for. We are not here to fight anybody, but if they wanted to, well.
Okay. So since November, when he came out to say by the end of November.
He did it even before November.
Before November. Yes. He said before November that by the end of November, the data SIMs will be out and working.
Yes.
And so now he has not come back to say why it's not out to the students yet.
Yes. Yes.
He hasn't communicated anything.
The students are confirming that. When you see the interview, students are saying they've not heard any communique that is going around telling them that the data SIM card, okay, let's take it that you are not able to revive or bring back the data SIM card. But you should be able to tell us that with this and this and this and this are the effort we've put in place. The president, instead of using or telling his media to focus on the fact that he should be educating people, informing people about the steps they take to get this student welfare done, the president is rather focusing on his media, attacking individuals or students that have the right to ask questions.
Okay. Personally, I'm part of those pages.
Okay.
And I haven't seen what you are saying. You said you have proof, all right.
Yes.
But I haven't seen what you are saying that he's using those pages to attack people who are against him.
I have them. I have the screenshot. We can put it, they will be added to this interview.
Oh, okay.
Because the reply when they ask questions, some of them were saying the first one that came and made a video using the SRC media, UBIDS SRC media.
Okay.
Made a post attacking me personally that I want to use their platform to thrive. When I made a comment that if I have 38,000 followers and you are still struggling with 1K followers, how do I use it to make fame? They went and turned the whole thing and said that I said I am a superstar because I have 38,000 followers. That is not what I said. I said, if you are telling me I want to have fame, I am rather doing you a favor because my platform is bigger than your platform. The entire SRC system, my platform is bigger than that. So they went and changed the whole story. Then I'm a superstar. I said, no, I didn't say that. And number two, you could see that they use the platform to attack me, that I use cut videos to do blah 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 blah. So madam, in short, what we are saying is that don't make empty promises, because we've suffered bad leadership from past SRC president, and we are not accepting it this time.
Okay.
We won't.
Okay.
If you promise us what you are supposed to give us, we will hold you responsible, accountable to deliver
I
that to
understand
us.
where you're coming from. But I also feel like even if he promised by November ending the SIMs will be ready, even if they are not ready, why won't he come out and communicate to the students why it's not out?
Where is the communique if the students are saying this under the interview? We've spoken to a couple of students on campus. If indeed the SRC has come out to tell the student how far he's gone with the issue, they wouldn't be giving us answers like this. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I am ready to toe that lane. Any other lane they want, I am ready. I am not a violent, very peaceful guy. But I just want the SRC to understand that make sure you do the right thing. The student has the ability to ask you questions. Don't use official pages like SRC Media and the UBIDS SRC to be attacking people, insulting people. Sack all those admins that are using the page for their personal interest, because the pages are for the student, not the SRC. Because what's the full meaning of SRC? Student
Representative
Council. It means you are representing the student. So if I'm a student and you want to answer me and you're attacking me, it means you don't know what you are doing. So that is just my humble plea before we move to the next step of the whole thing. That is why I am here.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr.
Ike.
All right, Mr. Ike. We really appreciate you for visiting our podcast show. Thank you very much, listeners, for tuning into Voices and Vibes podcast show. And we hope to see you next time soon, discussing the same issue, probably with the SRC President or representative. And thank you very much, our guest, Mr. Ike, for coming to join us on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.